Hi, there's Avira from Scrappy Media, and today I'm going to create another double spread layout. And I'm using 4 pictures from my high school years, so I'm going to place these in a double spread layout. So I'm going to go over all the materials I use to create this layout. I did not end up using this shimmer stack because I didn't like the colors. They were not going well with the paper pad. I did use this paper pad. It's from Die Cut with a View. I do not know the name of the paper pad, but it's the one that has the girls on it, and I really like that. And I still have tons. I've done 4 layouts so far, and I still have a lot of this paper, so I need to kind of create more layouts or more mixed media with this. I also use my Prima stamps, so I use this Boutique Accessories. So, and what I end up using was the purse, that purse. And then I did cut out a lot of the hats and things like that because, you know, I wanted to have it available in case I did decide to put that on my Prima stamps. And then here I use this one, and I believe this is from the 3rd release. I've got them all mixed up. I'm not sure which one is the 1st, 2nd, 3rd release, but I used this one. I also used a boy. Now this is from her last release in November. So I used the boy. And then I used this one, Lita. This is the other girl that I used for this layout. So I also used this Recollection stamp. It's called they're self-inking stamps, and they're necessities. And what I did is I just stamped a pad right here. I just took this regular cardstock and I just stamped a lot of these images there. I also stamped some of these images. I usually take them out of the case and put them here, so I don't know the name of these, but these are another set of stamps that I used. And I also used this other set of stamps, and I used a camera, picture perfect camera. I also used, what I did is a long time ago, I do have a video on how I created these embellishments. These are like resin flowers but made with hot glue. And I used the Martha Stewart stamp, so I got a bunch of these, not Martha Stewart stamp, I used her silicone molds. So I have a lot of these silicone molds, and I use these with my hot glue. And then I go ahead and color them. You can color them with your acrylics. You can color them with your alcohol inks, your stamp ink, permanent ink, your StazOn, anything. You can color this. So I use those, and I usually make, when I'm playing, I make a lot of different embellishment, and then I pull them from here and just add them to my layouts. Another thing I use is the sequins, so I use that on my layout. So those are the materials I use, so I'm going to continue on and show you the process. So this is the sketch that I was planning to use, but then I realized that I couldn't put my photo here as landscape because I had, or portrait, because I had landscape photos. So all my photos are going this way instead of this way. Because originally what I wanted to do is I wanted to put this like this and put an embellishment and see how nice that will look. So because my pictures are not that way, I had to alter my sketch, and I am going to put 2 like that. I went ahead and cut out my Prima dolls. I colored them, and they have foam adhesive. And this one I want to leave it flat, so that way I can put this doll here, and then this one, it's a little like some dimension. Like this one is more in the background, and this one's more dimensional. So I did the same thing here. I cut out a lot of little pieces, bits and pieces of some stamps that I'm going to use here. And I think I'm pretty well done with what I want to accomplish, so I'm going to speed up the video, and I'm going to finish the layout. Now I am going to use some ink for the edges because it does need some kind of shading on the edges, so that way it pops. So each of the layers pop against each other. Otherwise it just mixes. There's too much going on in the background, so if I don't put some kind of distinction here by coloring the edges, it will just get lost. All the layers get lost. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm speeding up the video, and I hope you like this video. I had so many layers in this layout that it took me a while to ink all the edges, so I went ahead and edited that part. But I just, you know, what you are missing is I just put ink on all the edges of all my papers. So now I'm just placing everything down. I'm going to create a little cluster right on top after I put my pictures in. I'm going to place my Prima dolls. And then right on the top there, I'm going to create a cluster of embellishments. And then to kind of balance the page out, notice that I put a little bit of clusters on the bottom of the photo mats, on the right bottom. So here's a closer look at that page. So now moving on to my second page, I'm just laying down my strips. And then I'm going to pull out my knockouts. I got this at Tuesday morning, and I'm using the scallop edge that it has a little lace trim around the scallop. And then I'm going to put my doll. And then just a little cluster on the top. At the end, I decided to use some gold sequins. I've been watching a lot of CHA 2015 shows on YouTube, and this year I noticed that everything has gold foiled. And sparkle and glitter, so that's why I decided to pull my sequins to just give it that little extra sparkle on the page. Not a lot, just a little bit. So I finished with my layout. This is one, and this is the other layout. So I hope you liked this video, and thank you for watching. Bye now.